The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
Right. It's time to get down to business. With your help, Hamish and Andy are covering off on every topic in the world. And right now, there is no topic more important than
Cowboys.
Before you do a skerrick of work today, make sure you know all there is to know about
Cowboys.
When we talk business, we talk
Cowboys.
I'm Peter Harvey. This is Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch, and business starts now.
Good morning, everybody. Hamish and Andy with you. The business brunch today, of course, Ham. The topic being Cowboys. One topic per day. We're going to knock off every single topic there is out there. And Ham, Cowboys has been an interesting one. A lot of people are upset about their pants. Some people love their types of pants. In 19...
Doesn't mean we're siding with Indians by doing Cowboys first.
No.
We will get to Cowboys enemies later on, but this is sometimes the way the topics crumble, Ando.
In 1908, the Great Train Robbery was the first cowboy or Western movie, silent movie.
Yep.
Ran for 12 minutes. Since then, 1,258 Western films have been made, which is disappointing for company lady Hannah Larkin, who wrote in saying, "There's so many old country and Western movies, they're so annoying, they're clearly fake, they're really boring, no one watches them." Well,
Clearly fake. Possibly, yes. It's not a documentary on Cowboys and Indians, but it does give us a glimpse into the Wild West, Ando, and that's why by the end of this show, you will be getting branded live on this show, a hot iron brand to the rear, just like the Cowboys did it in the old days, to let everyone know you are the Business Brunchers. We're going to see the Business Brunch logo full size with a mug outline into your rear. So definitely one worth sticking around for.
That's one to think about. It's Hamish and Andy, the Business Brunch. Today, Ham, Cowboys.
If you're talking Cowboys, Ando, you got to talk Clint Eastwood, and who better to have on the show than possibly one of Clint Eastwood's relatives? Company man Texas Tony contacted the show and said, "Look, when my mum was younger, she informed me she once courted Clint Eastwood on an overseas trip, and I don't actually know who my father is. I'm convinced it's Clint, and therefore by blood I am half cowboy." Joining us on the phone right now, half cowboy, company man Texas Tony. How are you, Tone?
Very well, gentlemen. How are you?
Yeah, good. Tony, this is quite an honour.
You managed to get rid of the old Texan accent, which is good. You've assimilated well into Australian society.
Yeah, I've decided to do such.
How long did your mum court Clint for?
It was just a weekend thing. She was over there for 2.5 weeks, and she managed to sneak into some sort of movie premiere they had on at the time.
Yep.
And that happened.
And did they lay with each other in the biblical sense?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, right. So
right, which means lying down very calmly next to each other, covering each other in fig leaves, and eating one apple between two. So something could have happened during the apple eating if a fig leaf fell off. Well, Tone, this is very exciting. I've devised a scientific test for you to see if indeed you have Clint-like tendencies. I figure if you answer this quiz correctly, it'll determine, much like when you join the CIA or something, you have to take the psych examination.
Yep.
This is hidden within this test will reveal the answers to us, or whether or not you have Eastwood blood running through your veins. Are you ready to take your Clint Eastwood intuition test, Texas Tony?
Yeah, I'm pumped.
It's as strong,
Okay.
if not stronger, as far as evidence goes, as a DNA test, Haim, I understand.
Oh yeah, this is it. And you also win a parental pencil, which is like a business bunch pencil. So this is for a pen. This is probably the biggest prize we've given on the show. Not only do you get a pencil, but you get Clint Eastwood and his billions as your father. Okay, so here we go. Question number 1. Between 1 and 10, 1 being drowning, 10 being Phelps. How good at swimming would you say you are?
Oh, I'd give it a 3.
Not a great swimmer.
Okay, not a great swimmer. Well, Clint did work for a lifeguard and a swimming instructor for the United States Army between 1950 and 54. I do like the idea they have lifeguards in the Army for things like beach landings and stuff like that. So
They get sent out a little earlier.
Not allowed to save the enemy. I'm drowning. Yeah, but you're the enemy, so suck it. I'm only here to save my guys. Okay, so that I have to say no Eastwood from that. Okay.
Wow, it's a no Eastwood.
Question number 2, Texas Tony. If you're heading out to the high plains, how many ponchos would you take with you if you were Texas Tony? How many ponchos do you reckon you need for a trip?
Just the one, just for Tony, Texas Tony, and he needs one.
Totally needs one. Well, guess what? Your dad, Clint Eastwood, wore the same poncho without ever having washed it in all 3 of his man with no name westerns, like Father Like Son. You got the same poncho habits.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's 1-1.
Yes.
It's a 1-1. You're looking like you're the son of Clint Eastwood. This one's just for the icing. Do you think, Tony, you'd ever hang out with Dominic Ruiz?
Who is Dominic Ruiz? But he sounds like a trustworthy guy. He sounds like a fun guy, so sure, why not?
Yeah, well, he's your dad's brother-in-law. Clint Eastwood's brother-in-law is Dominic Ruiz and Jade Marks Bertie. So he's your uncle-in-law.
Or just
Uncle
Tony.
Or just uncle.
Uncle Dom it is.
Tony, it's Uncle Tom. You're bloody Clint Eastwood's child. You've won Clint Eastwood as a dad. You've won Clint Eastwood as a dad and a parental pencil.
And a pencil.
Courtesy of Hamish and Eddie's Business Brunch pencils when they get here. Only one of only 1,000 in this run.
Congratulations.
So you've got yourself a pencil and a celebrity dad. Well done,
I
mate.
thought that'd be mugworthy for sure. Isn't that mugworthy?
Oh, here we go.
You just broke the first commandment. You just asked for it. No, well, if your dad can make a film about the mugs, we can talk to you about releasing one to star in the film.
How about I incite him? How about I bring him over to Australia with like a promise of a mug?
Yeah,
if he comes,
if he
we'll lure him
comes.
with a mug.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if
You bring your dad, Hollywood movie star Clint Eastwood, on the show. You get yourself a mug, Texas Tony.
I think you want to see the mug up front though. You won't believe. You can't just dangle the mug on a string.
Well, if you get
We kind of want to
correspondence from
see
your dad...
Clint Eastwood up front.
Okay, Texas Tony. Negotiations
Well
broke
done.
down.
You
But well
you
done.
want a Clint. Well done.
Hamish Andy's Business Brunch. HamishAndy.com/topics. You'll see the upcoming topics there as we only do and concentrate on one topic per day, Ham, with a 3-day weekend. And obviously today marks the last one before we go into rest period and we gather more evidence.
God, what a week, guys. What a week. Bring it in, guys. Well done. Good business.
Hey, the business, the topic today is Cowboys, and company lady, the Lonely Unicorn, also known as Hayley, has emailed us in. She said when she was in grade 2, she was invited to a themed party. Exciting times.
Great.
Mother lost the invitation that she was supposed to pass on, which is a shame because you can only pin them on your pin board in your room or put them on
It's
the
always
fridge.
exciting to see
Yeah.
that's coming up. It was the early version of having a Palm Pilot,
Yeah.
which are now the most popular bits of technology in the world that everyone uses.
So pirate themed. So a little bit of thought was put into that. She was excited. It was her first dress up party. Her mum went all out. Official pirate attire, fake shoulder parrot, which is good. Eye patch, the works. Got there. Her mum had got it wrong. It was a cowboy themed party. For the whole
Can happen.
she was laughed at by the whole party, even the mums, she says. Which you always,
Wow. But that would happen in the Old West if one of the gang turned up as a pirate
Yeah.
to rob the bank. The other cowboys would often laugh at them.
yeah, exactly. She was chased around all day by kids with guns, cap guns, shooting her. It was the most daunting thing, and she never ever wanted to go to a dress-up party ever again. She joins us now, the Lonely Unicorn. Have I kind of paraphrased that correctly, Hayley?
Yes, you have.
Yeah, okay, good. What I wanted to...
How many kids were at the party, Hayley, just so we can get an idea of the lynch mob that was chasing around the only pirate in Dodge City?
There was about 20,
Yeah.
and 5 of them weren't even dressed up, so...
But
A gang of maybe
Undercover.
15 cowboys.
A gang of 15 cowboys.
15 cowboys and 5 passers-by.
5 casual just laughers, I suppose. They're just cacklers at the side. And the one lonely pirate. What I'm interested in is the very end of your correspondence here at the Business Brunch, Hayley. You say, I feel my mum ruined my childhood and should pay. Stop.
Yes, she should.
Haim-
She definitely should.
This is a big call. What?
Yeah.
Haim, I mean, you're new to this because I got received this email. What would you suggest that Hayley's mum should pay if there was?
What does your mum do for a job, Hayley?
I think she works in like a makeup warehouse.
Right.
I
She
think
certainly
she might
does.
actually be listening to this.
And, well, by order, by the power vested in me by the mug god, as long as the mug god doesn't mind. No, you've got my permission. Thank you, mug god. By the power vested in me via the mug god, I order your mum to go to work dressed as a pirate, and she's not allowed to explain why she's dressed as a pirate.
Yes.
And she
Yes,
is
that's
allowed to
right.
use discount makeups to like draw a scar on her face or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But just one
that,
day as a
Mum.
pirate, that should even the scores. And that's not from me. That's from the mug god.
Do you think that's the kind of thing your mum might come at, Hayley?
What was that, sorry?
Do you think that's the kind of thing your mum might come at?
Hopefully. Or I could just put a warrant out for a citizen's arrest.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, that's quite
It sounds like
extreme.
it sounds a good old-fashioned lynching.
Yeah. Well, we'll try
May
and
as well,
track,
since you were lynched as a kid.
we'll try and track down your mum by the end of the show and see if she does agree to those terms. Hayley, thank you for joining us for the Business Brunch.
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers. Today, the topic is Cowboys, everybody. More topics at hamishnetty.com/topics. It's the only key that opens the door into this show, and sharing your business with us is very important, Ham.
Someone that did that, Ando, was company lady Samantha Oliver.
Oh, yeah.
And it...
Well, sometimes
Look,
you don't want
it's-
people
it's-
sharing their
it's-
thoughts.
It's a really important reminder that, you know, we go through all these emails personally and we read all the stuff from that everyone writes in, and 50% go to you, 50% go to me. And unfortunately, we have to go through everything. We have a professional obligation to thoroughly discuss each topic. But then sometimes something comes up that's just downright weird.
Well, I
had a bad
seen this,
experience this week.
but you've been truly shaken up by it.
I had a bad experience this week that unfortunately I've seen, so now I've been through it, but maybe there's a lesson that I can give, and maybe for society in general and for you, Ando, and for everyone listening, maybe I can use my pain to help others avoid what I've gone through. Hi, Hamish here. I want to share with you something that's affected me on a few different levels. Following up on some correspondence from company woman Samantha Oliver, I looked at something on the internet and now unfortunately I can't unsee it.
Haim's been a little shaken from this, and I want to say, having seen the effects firsthand, be careful of what you look at online, because the human brain cannot choose what to store and what to discard, particularly if it's a disturbing image.
I mean, it all seemed innocent enough. All I did was type in...
Well, no, we're not going to say exactly what you typed in, because we're trying to protect everyone out there.
Well, they can choose if they want to see it. I mean, they're grown-up company men and women. And
But if we
get to an age in life...
don't say it, everyone is protected.
I think if people had a quick peek, then they'd know where I'm coming from here a little bit more.
But what I'm saying is, once you see something, you can't unsee it. So a quick peek can be just as damaging as, say, a
Horse
longer...
boy.
What?
Google horse boy and then look at the images.
Seriously, guys, forget you just heard what not to look at, and just as a general rule, always be wary of these
See,
types
Ando,
of
look
images.
at that. Isn't that? Look at that.
Wary
Isn't that
of,
so weird?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
That is weird.
Oh, I know. I think it's because the horse's ear makes it look a bit like it lifts the front of his hair, like a reverse mullet.
Yeah, and they're spooning.
I know. And like, why aren't there any sheets on the bed? Is it because the horse pees the bed? Isn't that weird? In conclusion, the internet can be weird.
We heard earlier on the show that Hayley, company lady Hayley, had gone to what she believed to be, because her mum told her was a pirate-themed party in grade 2. Turns out it was a cowboy party. It ruined the day for her. She was chased around by cowboys. Even the other mums laughed at her. She never wanted to go to a theme party again. Her mum ruined her childhood, she says, and her mum should pay. What was the payment that you suggested?
Her mum has to go to work as a pirate. Now, what's her mum's name, Ando? Do we have her mum's details?
I don't think we've got her mum's... Kathleen, check, do we have her mum's name there as well?
Well, sorry, all I asked for was Mum's phone number.
Okay, well, let's...
So this stage
So we're
is Hayley's mum.
calling this number just going. We're after Hayley's mum. Is there a lady there that
Looks like
has
that's what's
given birth
happening.
to a Hayley? Okay. Just time to lay down the law here. Not 100% this is going to work. I'll be honest with you guys. We're going
Oh, hello. Who's there?
It's Alice calling. I'm speaking. Sorry.
Alison, are you mother of Hayley?
Sorry, it's Hamish and Andy calling,
Yeah.
and you're speaking. We're all speaking.
Oh,
We just wanted to know if you've given birth to a Hayley.
Yes, I have.
Great. Your daughter has emailed us for the Business Brunch show where we were discussing the topic of cowboys. That was today's topic.
Yes.
And she talks of a themed party when she was in grade 2 that her mother believed, because her mother lost the invite, you playing the role of her mother, you suggested it was a pirate theme. You dressed her up as an official pirate, fake shoulder parrot, eye patch of the lot, and you got there,
did.
and it was a cowboy-themed party.
Well, look, I don't remember that, so I think she might have dreamt that. But no, I do. No.
Well, here's the problem, because they're both hat-based costumes, and I think
know.
what might have accidentally happened is, as a mum, you remembered you had a pirate hat, and you got so excited from there you forgot to double-check if that actually was the outfit or not. Maybe you had an eye patch or a Qantas sleeping mask you could alter to make look like an eye patch, and you got very excited, very carried away.
I think she actually had a parrot on her shoulder too.
That's impressive.
I really went all out, I think. So.
And everyone knows that cowboys had hawks on their shoulders, so she looked like an idiot.
So
She did. I've got the photo to prove it.
apparently you went out in the wrong theme. She writes in her email, and we spoke to her earlier, I feel my mother ruined my childhood and should pay.
She's mentally scarred forever.
Yes, Hamish had a solution, and Hayley agreed.
no.
Hayley agreed that this could be by way of making amends. Hamish,
Oh, no.
Did you want to just describe what was suggested?
Well, first of all, this wasn't from me. It was ordered upon us by the Mug
sure.
God, which
sure.
is saying it's. It was ordered by me. I am the Mug God. All must obey me.
Yeah, okay.
So he jumps out of the mug
okay.
here occasionally at the business brunch. He thinks you need to go to work next week for a whole day dressed as a pirate. You're not allowed to tell anyone why you're dressed as a pirate, so you might hopefully get lynched by your co-workers.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Not something you'd agree to do?
Just maybe an eye patch. We could probably have a word to the Mug God and get it downgraded to just wearing an eye patch for the day, but again, not allowed to reference why you're wearing it.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that could be. But it'd be very hard to see what I'm
Sounds like a
doing with
deal.
an eye patch. It'd be,
sounds like a deal, and we'll grab the photo off you. We'll pop it on the website, and under the big headline of "Justice is done."
How about if I had a parrot on my shoulder? Can that work?
Yeah, a parrot instead of the eye patch?
Yeah, can I do that?
Haim?
Yeah, you can have a parrot instead of the eye patch under the headline "Justice is done."
Oh, all right, I can do that. Just a parrot.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much for joining us on the Business Brunch.
Okay, thank you.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.
That's all we've got time for this Business Brunch. Thank you very much for being with us and doing business from throughout the week. Anything you may have missed, hamishandandy.com. The podcast is there. There's also an app of our own, Hamish and Andy, where you can stream the last 30 shows for a small subscription fee. You got 2,000 shows or so there, if that appeals to you. But more importantly, we need your correspondence. We need to start doing business for next week, Ham, at hamishandandy.com.
Huge week coming up.
/topics.
We'll talk to you then, guys. Just get some rest over the weekend, and refresh those brains. We'll brunch at you Tuesday.
Friday business drinks. Let's do it. I mean, it's early, but why not?
Well, got my permission.
The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.